All right, so John, in part two of this interview, I want to talk a little bit more about the advice you could give. You just went back to your old high school last night, and they were actually doing In the Heights. What was that like for you, and what advice did you give to the students who were in it?
So weird. I didn't think it was gonna be that weird, but it was weird because In the Heights, I did it, and I don't remember. I've never seen a production outside of the Broadway production when I was off stage. Sure, I've watched like a run through of the national tour or something, but I've never seen a production. And so for the first production to be at my old high school stage, where like I played Danny Zuko, it just made me think I would have never have thought to see. If I was Danny Zuko, I would never be like, oh yeah, I'm going to be a part of a show called In the Heights, and it's going to return to my stage years later.
Right.
And so then we were talking to all these kids, and these kids knew I was from Linda High, and I was just saying, you know, it wasn't so much, it is advice, but it's kind of bold. And pretty much they say, yeah, you know, I want to take class, or yeah, I want to do this. I'm like, so just do it. And they're like, ah. I was like, no, you're afraid to fail, and you're being lazy. And 2 or 3 of them just said yes. I was like, okay, good. Now that we got that out of the way, just do it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you have nothing to lose. And I'm really adamant about trying to inspire and encourage people to do it because, I mean, a lot of self-motivation went into me doing this. And anyone who's ever worked with me knows that I'm relentless, and I'm learning to be better at that. I'm not better at it. I am.
You said learning, so.
I wouldn't say even better. I pretty much, I am just calm now. But the drive is there, and you apply it and channel it the right ways. And I want to encourage people who are into the arts, who feel like they don't have a artistic family in the sense of parents who are in the arts, or they didn't go to a conservatory, or they feel like they have to financially support themselves, and they feel like maybe they're not good enough. Those concerns, not only are they viable, but they're just obstacles, and you have to register that you got to go beyond it. If you really want it, the love that you have for it will probably be deeper and more resonant than those who do have the training in a conservatory or have been doing it their whole life because that's all they know, and perhaps what you know is just so deeply embedded in your want that don't just read anywhere. Like, you just have to go for it. If you want to be a dancer, say, I'm a dancer, and you go do the thing dancers do. If you want to be a singer, say, I'm a singer, and you go do the things singers do. And you can't be afraid to fall on your face.
Right.
I always say, and I got this from my friend Elian, if I fall forward. There's still progress.
Yeah, that's a fantastic way to look at it.
So you just keep going. Like, I'm not going to say it's not going to hurt, but it's certainly going to hurt when you reflect and go, I didn't even run. I didn't try. Just do it. Who cares? Just live.
It's better to try and fail than not try at all.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, if you try, you didn't fail. You failed if you didn't.
Right.
Like, and so just go for it. Just really give it a shot. Go for it, and ask questions, and put yourself, and do not care what people think about you. And literally, if you feel something, just do it. And if the moment you feel like it's hard, or the moment you feel like it's a plateau, have perseverance and excel forward, and there'll be progress. And be kind to yourself along the way, and realize that there is only one you, and that you matter. And if you do it for the art, the world will watch.
Mm-hmm.
If you do it for the world, 2 people might glance. So do it for the art, the world will watch, and you'll be fulfilled. And just keep going. Just keep going. And take class. And if you want to dance, don't just do choreography. Learn how to freestyle. And if you want to sing, don't just do scales. Don't just do songs that you know, your audition repertoire. Learn how to vocalize to all stylings, or to figure out how it moves, or just figure out what it is to breathe through your voice. If you want to act, don't just abide exactly by what your teacher tells you. A teacher is there to guide you, and then you learn, and then you teach yourself, and you continue going. It's ever growing, ever learning. And if you want to choreograph, for those of you choreographers, whatever you imagine, make it come to life. And that is your voice.
That's got to be the most fulfilling thing about choreography, is that it's in your head and then you're putting it out there and then you're watching it come to fruition. And that, I mean, that's like got to be the most amazing.
It's
feeling in
insane.
the world.
Like, I literally lose my mind. I punch things when I'm around. Like, if I'm home and I'm watching my laptop, I punch pillows, and I'm just excited when the moment exists.
Yeah.
It's like in acting. That's why I say, when you're in acting, jump off the cliff. Let everything be alive and active and exciting, and trust your instincts, and know that you're special. And all of a sudden, when you see it, you go, wow, what an insane moment, and that you're possible of. That kind of moment that you see in a movie, that you see in a play, that's you too. You think because you see it, it's not you. No, that's you. You just got to do it. So don't be afraid to fail. Apply yourself habitually, instinctively, conditionally. Apply yourself. And if you're afraid to fail, that is normal. The powerful people are the ones who go forward despite and in complete awareness of that obstacle. And keep going forward.
That's number one, fantastic advice, and also very uplifting advice. So
Thanks.
thank you so much for adding that on.
No problem.